I'm a single income earner with 2 kids and a wife, and I make a decent living at 85 KYR in an expensive area. But over the past year or so, my normal bills have gotten out of control and my emergency savings is slowly drying up. I estimate I'll be out of savings and completely in credit card debt in 6 months. I've cut out just about every luxury I can with a few small exceptions for my sanity. I'm drinking more alcohol these days. I hate my job, but I can't leave it because I can't find anything comparable to the money I make now. I've applied to hundreds of jobs and only landed a handful of phone interviews. I'm trapped under a mortgage, raising a family, with seemingly no hope. I want to sell everything and move to a lower cost of living state before I lose the opportunity. But my wife doesn't want to leave her family. I've expressed my concerns with her, but she doesn't seem to register them. My parents moved in with us and sold their house while they look for a downsized house. But they are realizing they can't afford anything anymore, so they are stuck with us. I need help. I don't know what to do. If I give up, my whole family falls apart.
This isn't easy to hear. At all. But you're being taken advantage of. Maybe subconsciously or out of ignorance, but it doesn't change the fact. Your income is nowhere near what is required today to support that whole family. The only advice or support I can give at the surface level is, this is not all on you, and you should never be made to feel that way no matter what. There is no secret fix here. You need support from the ones currently depending on you.
You need to have a serious conversation with both your wife and your parents and tell all of them what you are telling us. You are one person trying to support 6 people. It's unsustainable. Your parents need to be paying 1/3 of all bills plus buying their own food. If your kids are school age, your wife needs to get at least a part-time job while they are in school. It's not fair to you that you're expected to support grown adults. Time to lay everything out in the open and set some ultimatums.
I've told my wife multiple times. I actually just told her again this past weekend that I feel like I'm suffocating. Her response was along the lines of, "But look what we have here," pointing to the house and the yard and the kids. I know those things are worth fighting for, mainly the kids, which is why I'm still fighting.
I hate to say it. Your parents are bozos. Their plan is to be taken care of in their old age by their son. The excuses are just salad dressing to make you swallow the frog whole. They don't have any inability to move to a low-cost place as they are retired. They just want to be pampered by you so they can't find a place. So, the other adults have to be put on a payment plan. Your wife and your parents need to be in the labor market. She said, "But look what we have here." Sure, but she's not doing any of the fighting. Just enjoying the high life and putting the pulling of the load on your back. She doesn't need all that time to care for the kids. Your ma and pa can clean the house and cook the meals and shop the groceries. Actually, she has to do this if only because it puts your parents on the spot for pulling their weight.
Have you told her that you're not going to have it much longer if things keep going the way they're going? If you're going into debt, your situation isn't sustainable. Are her parents helping financially? If not, they need to start. Either that, or they need to provide childcare while your wife works. Something needs to give. Also, make sure you're being specific with your wife. Saying, "I'm suffocating" isn't enough. Instead, say something like this: "I don't make enough money to support all of us. We're eating through our savings and can't make ends meet. Let's come up with a strategy as to how you and/or your parents can bring in more money in order to make our situation sustainable without putting more pressure on me." Hopefully that works. If not, your wife is nuts and kind of an asshole, and you'll need to reevaluate some things. But you can cross that bridge when you get there. P.S. Make sure your wife doesn't join an MLM. I'm assuming a lot here, but she seems kind of divorced from reality and might be susceptible to their tactics.
Seems like it isn't clear to her that what you have here is not sustainable, as you're bleeding money. She should not expect you to fight for it. While doing nothing herself, she should be fighting just as hard. You might need to be more transparent with them regarding finances, so it sinks in. Make a budget together if you don't have one. Make your parents contribute a fair share to it as well. Then update everybody at least once a month what the situation is. Make them understand that if things will not change quickly, all savings will be gone and you will lose everything. Make a calculation on when that would be to help convince them, showing that it's nearer than they might think.